I think I got it. Alright, let's start a run. Make sure it's, let me do that twice. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna finally start a run now. Oh. So this is Dino Crisis. It's Resident Evil Dinosaurs in it. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask at any point in time so I can get used to like commentating on the game.
You have mail.
Wait until I finish packing. I mean, I've done as much packing as I can. I have to do more cleaning. I'm at that point where I just need to get up like trash out of my apartment, like bags of that or things I'm getting rid of, and then I can finally do more.
Something's wrong. The lights in the guardhouse.
I've been running it about 2 weeks now. I still can't tell how well it's going over because I mean I've never done a I've done a speedrun one other time on stream, and about like a week, like 2 or 3 days in, everyone told me it was a boring game, which felt nice. Hey Bloodwing, how you doing? I like this one a lot though. This has been a fun run. I want to learn this whole series. Is this a prequel to Outbreak? No, because if you notice, there's story in it and characters with personality, so obviously it's not related to Outbreak at all.
Just let Gale handle this.
Although they're both equally as forgotten.
Right. It's clear.
I'm doing alright. I've had a rough day. It's just gonna be like that until I move. I'm just trying my best to get through every day.
Okay, let's do this.
It was about 3 weeks ago. I also had to stop running a remake because of my wrist. I think it's already did some damage to my wrist.
I'll contact you as soon
I would have loved it. I want to get a copy of Namco Cross Capcom, even though it sucks because Regina's in it. Oh, the kombini. Go get kombini food. Get an onigiri. Get one of the the Chahan ones.
This is some of your handiwork, right?
Like my hands hurt. I don't know what to do because like, yeah. Rackle!
Shooting at something very recently.
Rackle, thank you so much for the 5 months. I appreciate it.
Much of a fight.
How are you
I don't
enjoying
think
Japan?
these guards hit anything before getting sliced and diced. Whatever they were
No,
shooting at
Outbreak is
came into
tedious.
the
Do
van.
not even try and say Outbreak does not have tedious anything. That is a tedious ass game.
But I still say you could have done this.
Like, it was fun. I liked Remake. It's just stair skating is what really
Need
was
to
killing me.
figure out what happened here. Continue to sweep the area.
Like, it is very Japan. It isn't? It is, though. It's tedious and boring. There's no save points. I don't know. I don't understand a lot of the love. Like, I understand some of the love for Outbreak, but not a lot of it. It's online. But you can also play it offline. It was during a point in time where online and offline, like, offline would have been more played than online for that. Easily. People would have played Outbreak offline more than they played it online. You had to have a broadband adapter, which did not come with PS2s for a until the Slims were a thing. You had to really buy the Final Fantasy 11 setup pack for that, I believe. At least like in my area, you only could find that. You can play it online now on like a fan server. It works well enough. Although you have to do it through an emulator, and you need the Japanese versions of the games.
I caught the last part of your conversation.
By the way, I found a key.
Hand
Yeah,
it over.
it's empty. I think it feels empty anyway because there's not really a whole lot of atmosphere to it. You can complain about the stories for Resident Evil all you want, but at least there's something going on. I just don't feel like anything ever is going on in Outbreak. Well, I'd hope the online game is better on online. It would like being like saying like World of Warcraft's really great when no one's around. You wouldn't expect someone to say that. Although I'm sure someone's like, I wish there was no other people here.
This guy's been eviscerated.
I do feel that about some games, so I'll play them online. I'm like, God, if other people weren't here.
Look at those tooth marks. It had to be
Like, it's
some
good for,
sort of
like, context or just, like, seeing things from the perspective of civilians,
Okay,
but, like,
let's move
I still
on.
think it just kind of, like, hand waves the fact that they didn't put any effort into the characters. Like, I don't... It doesn't have the exact gameplay I want for it to be that good of a game for me. No. I don't know, Leon has probably some of the most character development in the series. Watch Double 7 Copies on effort. I mean, Leon's had more than that, although they've just decided he's an alcoholic now. That is his personality, is he is drunk. Although it gave us those really wild scenes that I keep talking about from Vendetta, which everyone should watch Vendetta for those scenes. Like, it's stupid in anime, but it's still pretty fun to watch. It's better than all of the Dead Space live or Dead Space CG movies. Those were always kind of bad. I always felt bad about those because I really wanted to like them, but they were all bad. Downfall wasn't good, and then the sequel to it was like 15 different animation styles and made no sense.
Gale!
Jessica? Wait, you talking about Jessica from Revelations? Like Jessica and her sweet ass? Dead Space is fun though. The comics are actually pretty good, and so is the first book. Hey, Duo, I am not. Don't call women thoughts. That was a good dinosaur. I mean, I'll agree, I like Alyssa. It's just, I mean, she has as much personality as a bag of, I don't know, lunch meat. Crap. Duo, how are you doing? How are your runs going? Have you done a runs?
Good news. I got the control system.
Who's Alyssa? Alyssa is the one that has the lockpick. She was actually referenced in RE7. She was the reporter. She's the only one that has canonically survived Outbreak. You'll do him later.
He was attacked
Alessa?
by some
Alessa
kind of
Gillespie?
dinosaur.
Now that's a good one.
I love all the interactions because they're so serious talking about dinosaurs.
This isn't a joke, you idiot. We were just attacked by a big-ass lizard.
I always pick like her alt costume that I never remember is that, and she's always running around in a kung fu outfit. I actually don't want her to wear that, but I never remember that's what it is. Alyssa Gillette? Oh, Gillette. Is it Gillette or are you saying Gillette? Gillette. Dinosaur? It doesn't need to though. She has... Okay, Regina still has more characterization than like Jill and Chris, but the thing is, Regina is supposed to be a special ops person. She's supposed to be basically like a Black Ops spy type person. So I don't need more like information about her. Whereas like Jill and Chris are supposed to be like real people. And they're all like, the most we know about Chris is that he probably had a thing for Piers and he wants Leon to sleep with his sister. That's all we know about the series. What is Jill's like personality? Not much. Still love Jill, but... Hey Derps. The Garden of Madness. Thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it, Derps. How have things been?
What's our status?
But like, I don't need Regina's character to be expanded that much. Like... It's like when people are like, we want 007 Bond, we want him to have more characterization, and it just like made him boring. We don't need him to have a
I
family.
couldn't believe it. I just hope he's still alive.
I don't love Rebecca.
Anyway, our
I don't
first
like her.
priority is to
It's
complete
literally
the
against the
mission.
rules to say nice things about her.
What we ought to do is just call in the chopper and get off this death trap.
Get off
That's
this
a great
crazy
idea. The
island,
Cooper has the radio
surrounded by
and he's
water
missing.
and infested with zombies.
Hey, what's with this monitor?
That's the security monitor.
Like Rebecca just overall sucks. Like I will hear someone out. I will hear you out on why she is good. And you have to address why her personality is different in all three
They
appearances.
must have that area wired to a different power system.
I say 3 because Vendetta, Resident Evil 1, or OG, those are she basically is the same, and 0. She's different in all 3
Okay.
things.
Then
Two
I'll take care
of
of
them
the
take
shutters
place
to the
literally a
front.
day apart, if not even that.
You work your way in, grab the dog.
The Vendetta one's like the only one I would almost accept is like being a decent character. But at the same time, she didn't do anything in it.
Now what I want to know is where those things are coming from.
Hi G-Belly, how you doing? Welcome in. Character development in my Resident Evil, it's less common than you think. But I mean, even in like the Silent Hill games, they don't have a ton of character development. Only one character will get character development in there. Nice tie-dye. It's actually a galaxy print. I wouldn't wear tie-dye. I'm morally unallowed? Disallowed? I mean, you can say your costume's fine. That's whatever. You do Silent Hill once about 30 minutes. No worries. Thank you for hanging out, and I appreciate it. Good luck on your runs when you get to them as well. Oh, I definitely would like to see more of an Outbreak style thing. I think Outbreak has very interesting ideas that a remaster will not fix. It needs a remake or a new entry. Like, whatever you liked about Outbreak, I think it has held up all right, but the online interactions need a complete revamp.
Already? That was quick. Thanks.
Yeah, like if they would make File 3, and like even if like File 3 was like a soft reboot, I'd be okay with that. Like, I know it did exist for a bit. Oh, crap. Movement's not great, it's alright. I always say that constantly. One day my movement will actually be good. One day I'll actually be good at something. Who knows when that day will be? That's the fun part. Check us live. I'll fix it in post. I'll just make it look like I'm good at games when I fix the editing later. I'm not gonna edit. That's way too much effort. What am I good at? Galaxy the soccer team? No, it's like the Earth. Like, I'll show it when we get to a long cutscene, which won't be that long from now. It needs what Silent Hill 2 got, an HD collection. Or Troy Baker voicing the character and really ruining it. Is Person still here? Troy Baker is the best version of James Sunderland that we've ever gotten. Like, the original dude, Guy Chihi, didn't know what he was doing. Troy Baker nailed it. You know how he did that voice he does in everything and he probably wore his hat while recording it? Genius. He does YouTube videos now with Nolan North. Like, we're playing a video game. Who cares? Stop it. But who's the Galaxy soccer team? I am American. I don't know. I don't know soccer. Troy Baker, he just played himself but grumpy. Like, that's his natural accent is what he did. I still have a lot of problems with The Last of Us. I kind of find it to be incredibly boring as heck. I feel like everything in it is too heavy-handed. And like,
Yes, I am.
that whole setup in the beginning with his daughter and him to make him be such a dick later in the game, I don't think it landed.
What's he plotting now?
I don't know,
What are you
I don't like Naughty Dog as a developer. I think they're very pretentious and they smell their own farts.
Take this.
What's
But
this
like, it was
for?
another one that's like, it's just Troy Baker being grumpy Troy Baker. I've heard this before. He's doing the exact same,
Extremely
like,
vital.
he's doing the exact same performance he's done in every other game, but grumpy. He wears that stupid hat too. Hi Genki, how you doing? I will one day say your name correctly. No, Naughty Dog is 100% pretentious. And Uncharted 4 was a bad game. It was just a bad game. The best parts of it had Elena in it.
Kidding me.
If they would have just owned the fact they made a zombie game, like, well, they're not technically zombies. Alright, then what are they? I got booped. Now, I have a lot of opinions that make people mad. Like, I just, in general, I don't, like, I'm not even really a big fan of the Crash Bandicoot series. It's not necessarily I think they're bad games, I just didn't grow up with them. Like, those were the games I played at a friend's house, sometimes. No, I didn't like The Last of Us. I played it. The best parts of the game are, Tess, was that her name? And Ellie. Ellie was fantastic. I thought she was great. This section where you, play as Ellie, great. Best part of the game. I like Tess. Hey, Seabass. The fact that, like, they got rid of Tess so early, they iced one of the most interesting characters in the game. And instead, like, how about Troy Baker instead? Well, I don't want Troy Baker. No. See, I didn't have a PS1. Like, when I play a lot of PS1 games on stream, like, I didn't actually own one until high school? Like, the second one I'm interested in because it's focusing on Ellie. I think Ellie's an interesting character. I didn't really care much for her, her side story DLC. It just, I wasn't super, like, interested in playing it. Like, I got through it, I'm like, it's still the same mechanics from the main game. I would watch someone play Left Behind, but I don't want to play Left Behind. Just propaganda for what? Get on the floor. Didn't you do that already this month? Get on the floor. Shut up, Seabass. But thank you so much for the 13 months. Yeah, no, cause like the way I watched it before, like I thought I was doing what I was supposed to do. Like I did the fight that I was the way I was told to do it when I played the game.
A lizard?
That's no lizard.
It's a dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
Tokage janai yo.
Look, something's really
The
wrong
Japanese
with this
subtitles are
place.
great.
This whole mission has gone sour.
It's always
LGBT
about
is not
No
propaganda.
matter who or what you're up against.
I
Word
don't
on the
understand.
dock yet?
Walk the Dinosaur is a fantastic song.
I've gotta hook
Although
up with
the version of it from
radio's dead,
the
and
Mario
he's the
movie
only
is
one
not
who
very
can
good.
fix it.
Break, so have fun at break, or have fun at work. Have fun at break. But thank you so much for that host. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. I can't talk. I just literally am broken as a human at the moment. I feel like some of those letters you added in there, Shamal. Yeah, I know like my time to stream for you is like terrible, isn't it? Yeah, it was in the Mario movie. It was a cover though. The original version's called by Yes or was not. I forgot who the one from the movie was. The one from the movie I think was a band created for the movie. I'm only like quickly looking at it. It seems right, but I feel like some of them are. I don't remember the two being in there. I remember seeing one of the extended ones that had an F in there for friends and family, which didn't make any sense to me. That one like legit did not make sense to me. Make a review for the Mario movie? I mean, I could. It would just focus on how good the dinosaurs are in the movie. Because, I mean, it's the Mario movie. We've all seen it at this point. If you have not, go fix that right now. I've thought about doing things where I just review the dinosaurs on YouTube for stuff. Not the dinosaurs on YouTube, though. If you do know a YouTuber that is a dinosaur, I'll go review their stuff. No, I'm not watching the Mario porn. What you do on your own time is what you do. Yeah, the live action one. I don't like the 90s cartoon because I find it incredibly racist.
In the green, thanks to you.
I don't know if racist is the correct word, but it's offensive.
There's something I had to talk to you
The Super Mario Brothers Super Show, where they say things like exclamations like "leapin' lasagna" and "a pasta predicament," and I'm like, this is very offensive to me. Nintendo did not own a porn? They did used to own love hotels though. Nintendo used to be in the business of hotels where you would literally just go there to heck each other. They bought a company who made it. Feel like you should sleep, but you're already awake. You might as well stay up at this point. Why offensive? Because they just say they use a lot of stereotypes for Italian people. That's the stuff that bothers me. The saying? It's just like literally just throwing in random things like pasta predicament, leap and lasagna. It's all just stuff to make fun of Italian people. It's like my one thing. That's the one show that bothers me about that too. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I just don't expect it from Nintendo. Although I should, because it's a Japanese company and they're known. Japanese companies are known for not understanding like things like that.
What is it?
It's a distress signal from one of our
Like,
team members.
they'll still
It must be
occasionally do
code.
stuff in blackface on TV here.
Yeah.
Like, they'll come under fire for it, but then they just kind of hand wave it away. It's like, well, that's America's problem, not ours. And then they do it again. Actually, there's a band called
It came
Kishidan,
from
and they got in
outside
trouble
the-
because at one point they were
to the
wearing
east of the rear entrance we came in from.
Nazi SS uniforms for one of their promos.
Deal with it later. Our first priority is the survivor in the underground.
I'm pretty sure Japan and Italy were friends at least at one point.
He's asking for our help. We don't leave our own behind.
And what if it's a trap?
Yeah, it's the thing because like, remember Japan was allied with Germany during World War II, so it's kind of from their perspective. It's not
We're not here to
as
babysit.
bad because they're so Japan views themselves as being completely removed from the rest of the world. That's what like years and years of isolationism will do. So like they don't understand the weight that carries. Like not saying that they shouldn't or that they like it kind of is okay, but they kind of don't understand the weight of things like that. Hey Dan.
Really starting to get on my
That's like one of the big things, like a lot of stuff like that. Even Thailand, they have a Hitler museum, and I think a Hitler cafe, because they just don't have that same cultural like viewpoint of that because it didn't involve them really. I think it's Thailand that has the Hitler museum or something like that. It just has like a wax sculpture of Hitler. I think it might be that. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I had to like write something about it in college. Compies! Hi dinos. Hi dinosaurs. I love the dinosaurs. You're not allowed there. You need to finish sleeping, you fell asleep at your desk. Dylan, get some sleep then. Thank you for hanging out, at least. I do appreciate that. Even if it's just for a little bit. The Charlie Chaplin stash. Whose emote is that?
What's going
Is
on?
it you? Is it you, G-Belly? I can't like hover over it and see.
But he's definitely in the lab area. Drop what you're doing and get over here.
Get over
I can
here.
see an elevator from here. Maybe I can use that to go down from the first floor.
I'm losing so much time. It's a global emote? I just don't know who it is. Like Fungineer, I didn't know what that is. I only know one person that uses Fungineer anyway. Thank you, coach. I appreciate it. I'm gonna need all the good luck I can this week. Is it soap? It's pasta. Although I forgot Pasta changed his name when he was drunk one night. I don't remember what it is now. I know he had a support ticket in to try and fix that. You wish you were that good looking? Is that person good looking? Ka-chong. I like these door animations better than Resident Evil. I'm not surprised they're making a Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I haven't played it, so no spoilies. Or I haven't finished it. I think when I move home I'm gonna try and play it finally. It's just... I don't like open world games that much. They lose my interest after a while. I'm very fatigued on open world games. It's never saying that's a bad thing, but like if Horizon Zero Dawn was a linear single player, like a linear non-open world game, I would like it a lot better. Some things cross the line. What bad humor? Did I make a bad joke? Like, I liked what I played of it, it's just like, it's open world and I lose my interest so quickly. 46907. Yeah, see, like, it's just, there's a lot of because like, I don't want to do any of the side content, but I feel like I have to. Oh, not me. Oh, thank you, T-Rex. Oh, like blackface, yeah. See, they just don't have the cultural context for it as well. Like, if you ever see a Japanese comedian wearing an afro wig, it's making fun of black people. They just don't realize that. Like, they don't realize that that's what it is. It came from thinking that, like, just like a view of African people in general. But one thing they'll do makeup and stuff to make themselves look like any race, any type of character. Like they'll even do like the super powdered, like white people approach. They'll like change their skin tone with makeup for other races as well. It's because it's a homogenous country, so that's just what they do. Whether or not that's okay is a different story, but that's just why they do it. Oh, I know a lot of people. I remember. I don't remember if it was a meme or not, but when people were like, "I wish they had more black people in anime," you know, more representation. And like the thing they always point out is like you got Don Kanoji from Bleach, which was offensive for everyone. Everyone who saw that was offended. All right, pterodactyl time. I mean, some of them actually can grow their hair like that. But like usually that type of character, if they have curly hair, like a curly like permed or like afro-like hair, on like a TV show, they're supposed to be like the Bulke, which is the idiot character. Like one of my favorite shows, one of the characters I really like. That's like his part of his character design is that. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing? It's kind of like fashion, like Ganguro, also kind of touches upon that, but that's like, they view it more as like an appreciation for something. Like if, one thing in Japan is if they appreciate something, they will emulate it. That is their like cultural way of showing appreciation. Like a lot of stuff that they've, you know, incorporated from Chinese culture, they'll emulate what it was, because that's the way of them showing appreciation for something. Afro Samurai is actually good though, because they, that was actually a good anime. I know it's not the same, but it just reminded me of Samurai Champloo. Samurai Champloo used a lot of hip-hop in it. I love that show. Until the end. It was good for, like, the first half, at least. It was very stylish. I can't ever do this one quickly. Ever read the K&B story? What is K&B again? Is it something I just said? I just remember it, like, kind of just got really, like, the writing just suffered, if I remember correctly. It's been years since I've seen it. So again, this is my perception of something that came out, like, a long time ago. Like, it's one thing, I can understand emulating something you like. It just depends on how you choose to do that. And again, like, I'm not a super expert on anything. I am just, like, a mediocre white man living in the middle of Japan. It's just the things I see and just like the way that people describe things to me. Like I have a friend who's super into like hip hop, jazz, all that type of like music. They actually refer to like all that music created by African American people as black music here, as one singular genre. But like, there you go. Don't remind me it's in 6 days! That Sayonara command is going to become very stressful. That's going to be very stressful to me soon. Alright, let's go take a visit to Tom. Hi, Tom. I know it's closed. I have so much to get done. I'm very nervous about leaving. Just because I'm leaving the only thing I've known for 4 years into question mark. Oh, I'm gonna miss the place for sure. I'm gonna miss my... As much as I always say I'm really ready to go, I'm not. It's one of those, I understand why they group them together, because they're all created by, like, the same ethnocentric group of people. But at the same time, it's like, they're very varied up. It's not the same thing. I can play Outbreak with cable? Technically I could, I guess. It's so humid. It is so heckin' humid. I've been trying not to use my air conditioner so much because my bill for this month's like $80. Did I go to Akiba? I've been to Akiba before. It's cool. It's full of a lot of creeps, but it's cool. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen anime or anything set in Akiba. There are women dressed up as maids just standing on the side of the street all the time. That's normal. Them handing out like leaflets to go to maid cafes. All that stuff's pretty real. Left up, release down, hook, start. It's so hot. Yeah, it's like super humid. I was playing as magical. Really? Magical Girl anime, like just like that style, that like tokusatsu superhero style is one of my favorite types of like any type of stuff from Japan. Not anime, live action. That's my favorite type of stuff. It's 150. Like my apartment, like my air conditioner only heats up or cools down this room. This is the only room it cools down. Oh, my time's so bad. Is it really plus 42 seconds? Have I really slowed down since then? We have a lot of time save later in the game. We also, died twice last time, so... 100? I mean, that's still a lot. I mean, my electricity bill goes up to like 100 during the winter because of heating. Because I'm always running a... Because like, you can kind of get away without having, an air conditioner on with like fans and stuff, but when it's cold, you need heat. I guess you can keep piling on blankets, but, I like to have, like... I like to be able to move around. It's good to have dreams like that. I like Sailor Moon. I'm probably one of the few people that will admit to liking Sailor Moon, at least as the 30-year-old man. Not creeping on the characters as well. So you can just think of a theme, and there's probably a maid cafe for it. Dengar. Like there's cat cafe, there's like cat maid cafes, there's maid cafes, cosplay cafes, there's so many different kinds of it. Oh, there's probably a bunny girl one, I wouldn't doubt it. I've only been to one. If you guys have seen or played Steins Gate, I've been to the maid cafe that the one in that game, or that one in that game / anime is based on. It's kind of trashy. It's actually not kind of, it's very trashy. Hey Yang, how you doing? I'm not a big fan of maid cafes. They're just not for me. It's also just really expensive for stuff there. 5, 0, 3, 7. Hey Laser! I'm doing alright, Yang. Hope you're doing well. Oh, you said you're okay. I hope you're doing okay. Thank you so much for the 16 months, dude. Thank you for sticking with me with all my constant changes in the type of streams I do. I appreciate it a lot. How trashy? The whole place smells like cigarette smoke, and it's just filled with like really grody men. And also just like their coffee wasn't worth it. Like I just got coffee and it was not worth it. Alright, well I still do not understand how this puzzle works. I do not understand how this puzzle works at all. I've looked up several different answers for it. I'm happy I keep you entertained. I'm always worried when I change and do stuff. And then I whine about it too. I don't know.
That fool.
My lack of new games, I think, has not been appealing for people.
Planning, Kirk?
I'm here with the rescue team. Where is Dr. Kirk?
Here.
This will give you access to his personal lab.
There he goes. We only need this one item. We have another Dengar scene coming up. If there was a Super Sentai Cafe, I would have went to it, but it was closed when I went back. Come on. Go! Run! Alright. Right. I need to look right. I wish my Japanese was better. Honestly, after 4 years, I should be fluent in the language, and I'm not. I'm just, like, filled with a lot of, like, questions and regrets about, like, what I've done for the past 4 years. Like, I feel like I should be a lot better at Japanese, and I'm just not. I can listen and understand things fine, but my speaking is so bad. I've also spent like the last year of my life devoted to streaming. Like, I'm sure it'll be fine. Like, everything will work out in the end. It's just, like, trying to figure that out. It doesn't help that everyone keeps asking me what I'm gonna do when I move back, and I'm just like, I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm gonna do after I leave here. Yeah, moving sucks. In general, moving's not fun. I've never known it to be fun. I've moved a lot in my life. Like, moving here was just like... And that's the thing, kind of the reason I stayed here so long, too, was just I'm like, I have moved so much in my life, it was nice to have, like, a permanent place. Like, when I was in high school, I lived in 3 or 4 different places. It felt like almost every year we moved. No, I can't. When I move home, I'm moving home for good. Like, I have a significant other that's waiting for me. I'm not gonna put her through that again.
I finally made it to the entrance of the doctor's
Alright, now we need
lab.
Gale to come here.
The door looks like it needs 2
And also,
people
too, like, I'm
working
moving back to
together
the
to unlock
States, then moving again. You know, I can't be in constant flux.
So, what's our status?
What's our
it.
status?
Here, take this.
Alright, next
Ready?
long cutscene. What's the next long cutscene? The one with Kirk. I'm gonna close my doors and
on 3.
turn on the air conditioner.
1, 2, 3.
What's our stats? I mean, what's our stats? Flux. Not like the program Flux. Which I'm happy I don't have it installed on my laptop because then it would turn everything orange after a while. I need to go ship so much stuff soon. I'm gonna have to do that on Monday and just like hope it works out. Although I think the Milwaukee post office is still open on the weekends. Maybe I can do that if I remember on Saturday. Got another puzzle coming up, which I need to not look at the solution because I'm pretty sure I have it wrong. Again.
here.
Again.
Why?
I really want to move on to Dino Crisis 2 soon just because I want something a little bit more technical.
The emergency system
I could
has
just
been
run
activated.
Silent Hill 2.
Emergency lockdown in progress.
I have it. I have the PC version. I could
What's
do
going
that.
on?
That could be my thing again.
Kirk must have tripped off the security system.
I haven't played Silent Hill in so long. I've been like finally starting to get in the mood for it. Just hearing the music always puts me in the mood for it.
Emergency lockdown in your section.
We're trapped inside here. Kirk must have triggered it off. We didn't touch anything.
Can you clear it?
I'll see what I can do.
Let's see what we can do.
What's wrong with this thing?
Alright, so now we get our driver and do the panel puzzle, which used to be the bane of my existence. Now it's really just the gas puzzle and the T-Rex. Driver. One, two, three. Frozen ramen? Space Is that a thing? I'm not sure why I'm surprised that it's a thing. I just
Emergency lockdown
never thought about
has
it.
been bypassed. You have 10 minutes.
You're
until
freaking
this
sneeze
section
today. Hi,
is
Azrael.
locked.
Hope you feel better.
We'd better get moving. We've bypassed the door lock and we're on our way out.
That's great.
That's
But
great.
the entire underground area is closed.
Oh, thank you so much for the biddies and the good lucks. I
Don't
appreciate
sweat
it.
I'll take them all out one by one if I have to.
One by
Brilliant
one.
plan, fearless leader, but I have a
Oh, you've knocked someone off the third spot.
readouts tell me there's
Congrats
an
on your new
emergency
badge.
escape hatch in the Stark's private quarters. You should be able to make a clean break through there.
Are you sure?
Gotta go to sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it.
But
Have a good
there's
sleep.
one problem. The hatch is
I'll
password
see you maybe tomorrow.
Forget it. If you can't crack the code before the dinosaurs rush in, we'll
We
be
better get
completely
moving. They
trapped.
continue to talk more.
You just have to trust me.
Just have to trust me.
Don't.
Fine. What about you, Gina?
Make your
Alright, we're gonna side with Gale like we always do. Alright, now we have to go after Dr. Kirk and Gale. Then T-Rex time. Ooh, good dinos. I like a little maneuvering, but I got around him. I think it's faster to run this way. You just don't want to smash into the wall. I'm not sure though. You haven't seen the T-Rex shirt? Oh, no, well, there's a big cutscene coming up. I'll show you it during then. There is another version I have. So it has 2 T-Rexes on it, but there's another one where there's a giant sloth riding the T-Rex, and I really want that one too. It's more or less the exact same shirt other than that, or except for that part. Run through here. Goodbye. Goodbye, heckin' raptor. The raptors can heck off. Alright, you should be able to see it now. Alright, let me see if you can. Oof. So it's a galaxy background with like the cosmos and 2 T-Rexes and like a moon.
This must be the
It's one of those, someone uploaded a JPEG to Amazon and they turned it into a t-shirt and I absolutely love it. I got it for Crimbus from my girlfriend. She's like, what do you want? And I sent her this. She's like, I'm gonna buy that. I just want to make sure you know what you want. I'm like, that's what I want. And I got this. She gave me that, then she gave me some socks that had dinosaurs with sunglasses on. They're very fitting for me.
I'm surprised they sent someone after.
Love this shirt. I like those crappy JPEG shirts. They're all like stretchy. But then I feel chonky wearing them sometimes. Long distance relationships do work. As long as you put in the effort and as long as you like had some time together before you went long distance. If you start dating and then you go immediately long distance really quick, it doesn't really work. Dino-rific, definitely. The Dino-mite. We have an understanding of what each other likes. She likes coffee and nice tea and coffee. I like stupid dinosaur stuff.
You can't do this.
Just ask your wife.
According to command, your government property.
What does that mean, Aaron? Hi, Aaron.
Take it up with them.
This song, I love it.
They deserted me 3 years ago and now they want me back? This is preposterous.
Oh, girlfriend loves her dog. If I just bring, like, if I buy her stuff with border collies on it right now, as long as it doesn't say, if it says like border collie mom on it, we both cringe. But she wants anything with border collies on it.
Take the elevator up.
Oh, you were long distance for 4 years. Wasn't that most of your relationship? Because you guys got married when you were like
Got one. Hand it over, dog.
17. I guess no, you guys known each other since high school, I think.
Fine.
So,
2012.
we're
Aw,
all set then.
you guys been together 2 years, 3?
Hey, wait, where are you going?
3 years less than my girlfriend and I have.
Business to take care of. I'll drop this guy off with Rick.
Isn't it weird too after you've been dating for that long and people are like, well, how long have you been married? But you're like, you've been together for significantly longer. Someone's always like, how long have you been dating your girlfriend? Like 10 years. So when, if we get married and be like, well, we were dating for like, 10, 12 years, then, then we got married type of thing. That always drives the people I work with crazy. They're just like, how are you not married yet? I'm like, I don't know, I'm a child. I'm not in a rush. I have no reason to get married yet. The only aisle you ever walk down is the liquor aisle. Hey, as long as you know what you want in life. Over 10 plus. Hey, as long as it works for you guys. Lord of mercy. I still feel like the PS1 version would be faster for me to run just on like how the buttons work. Prefer being single. I mean, you're also young, you're like 22. You might feel different by the time you get 30, you'll never know. Hey Mark. Lord of mercy. Like it's something you won't know. I mean, if you would have asked me a couple of years ago, I told you I wouldn't absolutely do not want kids, but now I don't really care. It's fine. Hey Hermit J. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good day. You like your 30s? I haven't. I'm just now in my 30s. I'm pretty ambivalent about it. Gobron? I don't think that's how that works. I've already told Mark the way that our names would fit together. They don't work. The one way makes it sound really, really bad, and the other one just... I wouldn't name a child that. Imagine happiness. Imagine babies.
Regina, what happened?
No worries, dude. I hope you're alright.
Lock on the
Hope
center.
everything's good. Thank you so much for popping by and hanging out for a bit.
I'm a bit busy right now. Do something about it.
Don't sweat it. I'll release the lock.
Hopefully see you soon. Oh wait, Jeffrey. You guys know this Jeffrey. We named him that. I did.
It's open. All clear.
I did it! I did it! That's literally the one thing I needed to do. Hey, Bunny.
Signal.
Signal's weak. Interference.
Combining names for a child is sometimes funny. Like Aaron, his wife, is Aaron and Aubrey, and make it Auburn.
Scrub the
It's
initial
hilarious.
plans and pick us up at the heliport immediately.
The heliport.
This entire island's a bloodbath. The only survivor not on the team is the doctor. I'll
If we
give you the
PB tonight,
details.
I'm taking all of you to
Get back
Disneyland.
here,
I'm not.
pick us up
I'm not.
ASAP.
Roger, I'm on my way.
Yeah, this is the first time I haven't been nibbled in an actual run.
Regina, what's your situation?
Do you run the game at all,
Job is
Hermit?
on
I
its way
cannot
here.
remember. I feel like we've talked about it, but I think maybe just played it casually.
Use the main entrance.
Most people don't run this game. I've only met one person recently that does, and they've like, the day I found them, they're like, I'm done running this game. Her name is not LeBron, it's nowhere near that. Jark is a good one. Jark or Masman? Lebronica? None of that's had anything to do with either of our names. You have no PC? Would it overheat on this type of game? This game's fairly easy to run. Casual at the moment. Oh, you don't have a PC. That would make sense too. If you do ever run it, PC Japanese is the fastest one. But the Japanese version in general, no matter which version it is actually faster. And you'll see here soon if you haven't seen before. There's one puzzle in particular that will save you 13 seconds on just like in general on the run. Also, I still feel like the dinosaur RNG and just like the attacks in the dinosaurs are significantly more difficult or significantly heavier hits in this than in the Japanese PS1 version. Yeah, streaming plus PC, yeah. If your PC's not that great, it won't do it. Like my I can't run PC games from the same PC I stream, even on my laptop, which is better than my desktop, which my desktop is dying. I'm pretty sure it's gonna break in my suitcase. That's one of the things I worry about, because it is my only PC for a bit until I can finally save up more money for another one. Come on. Alright, let's get our gun. Now we're gonna finally get our fishy gun. If you notice my splits how she has a fish, we're gonna get that fish. I love this costume for that. Like specifically is for the fish. It really adds something to it. Push. They call you PC Daddy? Do you father a lot of PCs? Like, I really want a PC just so I can run more games, or just at least run them more stable, because if you guys saw when I was playing RE7, that was a mess. That was me with everything turned low. How am I... No! We've lost time! No! Hi, Fett. Listening player. I like RE7. I just messed up. Literally the only thing I can do... Wait, can I go up here and reset it? Hi, Nikki. How are you doing? Okay, no, I can't. Alright, so I have to reset the room. My splits are gonna be broken again. I was doing okay until I just messed up. I've been having a rough day in general, so... It was my last day of classes, and I almost had to go hide and cry a couple times. One of my students asked me if I actually liked their class, and it, like, broke me. Everything was good up until this point, too. Hope everyone coming in is doing well. If you guys have any questions about Dino Crisis of the Run, or just anything in general, if you're curious about Japan, or just how I am personally feeling, feel free to ask. I mean, I guess so. It's one of those things, I always think I'm very emotionless, but then I either have no emotion, or I overwhelmed. It's kind of only extremes. No worries, dude. Thank you for hanging out, T-Rex. I appreciate it. Another T-Rex? What? There's 2 T-Rexes. We just... one left and one came. I guess... It's not your alt account, is it? Hi, Mustache T-Rex. How you doing? It's just... It's gonna be like that. I'm gonna be kind of a mess of a human for a couple weeks. Just bear with me. Alright, get up. Get up. Hush.
Regina, over here.
I'm doing well, T-Rex. Nice to see you. Sorry, I was like, really? There's so many T-Rexes right now. Like, emotionally, it is kind of an all or nothing. I'm either like very cold or like way too like there's no middle ground.
Chopper's history. How are we gonna get out of here?
Calm down. We'll just have to find another way.
Ma, come on.
Look at all those
You're
red
never this
splits. Yep.
What happened?
Giganta lizard. Are never gonna have good splits ever in the world. I think when I move to a new PC and just like more setup, I'm just gonna switch to manual splits just to save myself a bit of heartache. Because I'd rather split late than just have constantly broken splits. That's what also sucks about that puzzle there, is you can't just reset it by going up and down the ladder. You have to leave the room. Which, this splits on every door. Every door you walk through, whether or not it's the door you're supposed to, it splits. It can be a vent, it can be a door, sometimes it's a ladder, it depends. Come on. Alright, look right. It's nice to know that I can kind of like set up things beforehand. Like I can, like before the transition stops, I can kind of like, what do they call that? Like prime. I can prime my movements a little bit. Move. At least that's what I would say would be prime, but I'm sure there's another word for it. Prepare.
You done yet?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Course.
I can't remember if I have a minute to get up or not. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like evened out. I'm sure it's gonna be terrible here in a minute.
I think I found a way out of here.
Right on, girl.
Right
Let's
on.
hear it.
Hey, Slugnatius, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Gotcha.
Okay, we're here again.
We're here
Now
again.
what?
We should be able to get to the underground.
No. I do not want to.
Yeah. Then let's do it.
Hurry! I'm worried.
I like
about
try and
Dino.
check things.
Our fearless leader.
It might.
Fine.
It might like just change like by an hour, but I'll be able to stream later. Ideally, I don't want to start at 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, so it might be starting closer to like 7. So like an hour ago might be the time that I start. Just because I'm not a morning person. I'm not. And a lot of people I like stream at night. So we're going to see how this goes. But every once in a while I might do a, I'll probably keep my same schedule, but every once in a while I might do either super long ones.
What happened?
Like, I want to ideally stream at least six hours a day, if not a little bit more. Because, I mean, I'm not going home with a job. And then, I think I might do some in the evening, too. Just to see how that goes. That way I can, like, get an idea.
Floor B3?
Because when I move back, I'll also be, like, you know, I'll be on the schedule with someone else as well.
Gail, it looks like there's a
I'll want to have, like, some more flexibility, just because if girlfriend has, like, you know, the morning off, and then she works in the evening, like, because of, like, you know, hospital shifts, I'd rather spend time with her and then stream later. Yeah, Rick has an assault rifle and an old Spanish doubloons to throw into a vortex of energy. Rick is a fantastic, amazing person if you don't know much about him. He is, he's just super interesting and a massive tool. He is what he carries on him, a tool. And my eyes are like... Do I have my eye drops? I might put in some eye drops in a little bit. I like my blue light eye drops are not bothering me as much as they used to. Yay, red! We were good, and I forgot to have my hands on the thing. Turn. How have your streams been going, Nikki? Sorry I haven't gotten a chance to stop by in a while. Like, I haven't had as much free time in the morning to pop by and see everyone like I used to. Like, I've been free, but not a lot of time. Like, I've been trying to clean out my desk and stuff. If that makes sense. Yeah, they have blue light eye drops. I threw away the boxes, or else I'd show you. They're for, just in general, like, if you're in front of a computer all the time. If you're interested in them, I can find you a picture, send them to you on Discord or something. One of them has, like, a Hatsune Miku looking eye on it. That's, like, the most popular brand.
You handle our escape route.
Blue light's really bad for your eyes anyway to stare at. Like, staring at a monitor is really bad for you. Unfortunately, my hobbies and my jobbies as well all involve staring at a computer all day. Really? That's interesting. I wouldn't. You have glasses that do that? That's cool. Now, whether or not my the eye drops I have actually work, I cannot contest to. I've been honestly trying to, like, not click on any hashtags on Twitter just because I've already seen a bloody body at one point and I really don't want to see more of that. People in the world are kind of messed up. Dangar. Look left, run. Are we gonna have good RNG or are we gonna get hacked? Yeah, you do a lot of work at the computer. I should look into those next time I get glasses. There was something that happened with a girl who met someone from Discord, and he forgot what her name was. But yeah, it was one of those where someone decided just to retweet the pictures, and I didn't know that was gonna happen. Just be careful out there, everyone, when you meet people. Alright. Up, hook, left, down, release, start. Up, right, hook. I'll talk about, I don't want to talk about in stream. I'll talk about it in Discord if you guys really want. But it's very not safe for work. How are y'all doing otherwise, though? Everyone doing good? Everyone doing good? Let's get off that topic. Up, right, hook. Imagine if you had to do a UFO catcher like this. It would actually drive me crazy. I think they have some like this, but I cannot do it. Yeah, if you guys are new, feel free to join the Discord server. Even if you have not before, if you are not new. Let's see, release. Right. Hook. Start. School breaks tomorrow. How long are you off? Up, down, release, right, hook. Up, down, release, right, hook. Alright, that's it. Seven weeks of your science tech and let's go finish packing. I have not finished packing yet. You got me there. I'm mostly finished. I need to once I like over the weekend I'm going to pull all like set all my suitcases up and rearrange how they're packed because things are packed in there to make sure I want to take them back, but I need to actually make sure they fit because I'm sure they can all fit in a better way. And also to like split up so that like all my game consoles aren't in like just one suitcase. That way if it gets crushed or something, like I have hard body suitcases, I'm just very worried. Like if my PS2 breaks, I'm gonna be really distraught. If I had the extra money, I would buy a second PS2 to bring home with me. And those big chunky boys are gone. It's a slim PS2. It's a slim Japanese PS2, which is the way I play all of my Silent Hill games. Like if I don't have that, I have no way to play any Silent Hill game except for one. I posted a meme about that, where like it was a news report actually talking about the Naruto run. Eating gummies for breakfast? Do you have a Japanese one? Like I have a US one, and I could probably mod it. It's mainly like I need that Japanese one. I guess, I could theoretically rip all of them and play them on PC, but they have a lot of problems with the emulators. But I could buy another one. I have all the cords for it. It's really like, I'm leaving, like I left all the cords for my Wii and stuff like that here because I don't need them. They all use the same cords. Oh, it's a model, nice. Look at you with all the nice stuff. I thought about getting one that was modded. Well, that kind of helped. It got me over where I need to go. Because like some are like really small cords. Like I have a PS3 Super Slim, and like the power cord is so small, just leaving it's pointless. So it's like I'll just throw that in there. But then like with some like my Switch thing, I'm absolutely not leaving my Switch dock. That costs way too much money. That costs like $100 for a Switch dock. Because there's no reason it needs to cost that much. For the record, it costs like $20 to make tops. Come on. I mod like handhelds basically. Like I modded my PSPs, all of them.
Well, at least
I
Kurt's
might
running
mod
out of
my
places
Vita
to
when I
hide.
move home. No worries. Have fun setting up some science. Got a mod switch. See, if I had another one, I would ask True Sound how to do it because he has a modded switch and a non-modded switch. Alright, Dengar. I don't have like, cause like PSPs are really cheap, or people just gave them to me, so I wouldn't. If one got messed up, I wouldn't be that upset. But like a Switch is still a new system. Go, 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 go! Oh crap! I went the wrong way. Roar! Come on, come at me, Blue. You like science? I'm not a big science. I like space. Space is my big thing I like. I like space and dinosaurs, which means I'm gonna love Dino Crisis 3. It's literally everything I could have wanted. Can I mod your PSP? I mean, it's really simple. It's literally just dropping some stuff on the on your memory sticks and hitting start. It's really, really easy to mod a PSP. It's very foolproof. Like, they don't update it anymore.
I fixed it. You can open the shutters now.
It is nice it's that easy, where you just like put a couple files on your memory stick, you go in there, you start them up, done. You just have to like every time you start up your system, like if you do a full power down and power back up, you have to redo like the flash thing where it just flashes it back on there. That way you can have like a legit version of the firmware and like a hack firmware. Come on. Good tongue. I'm sorry if I'm like more quiet. I'm trying to like actually pay attention to runs while I'm doing it.
Regina, it looks like this door leads to the port.
I'm good. I always wonder if I'm not talking that much or stuff anymore.
It'll take a while before I can pop this open.
I don't know, y'all mods get my stress all the time when I complain. I'm just trying to keep at this. I want to actually get good at something. And my
Sounds
splits
like
are
we're
so
not the
off.
only ones having problems.
I'm glad you're amused.
Although
If that
they're
guy
based
gets
on
eaten,
broken splits
we're going
anyway.
to have to retrieve the key from that dinosaur's stomach. You've got to save him.
You got to save him. Hey, Blasticator. What is she wearing? The Flintstones outfits. If it's good enough for Wilma, it's good enough for Regina. Alright, let's go pretend. Let's go pretend that we're gonna save that man. No, like, if I keep resetting my splits, that's the thing. I'm trying to get them so that at least something, like, eventually will be fixed. Like, I keep resetting them. I don't have a good set of splits. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna switch to manual splits eventually. Oh wait, and turn around. Leave. Okay, this way. Alright, and they've gone over there. I love it when they're like smashing themselves into that. Alright, now I have to do the battery and run into Jeffrey one more time. Everyone thinks they're lizards. They're not lizards. They're like, I don't know why they just won't call them dinosaurs. I guess there's no way to confirm that they are or are not dinosaurs for real. But just call them dinosaurs. No worries. It's alright, Nikki. I don't mind. Blasticator, how have you been though? What have you been up to? How's summer treating you? And there's Jeffrey. He's gonna fall over. Sleepy boy. Take the battery. Oh, I wish my hands would move faster. I've asked girlfriend, but she said she's not an orthopedist, so there's nothing she can do. I like pretend to save someone. I mean, that's what I always do. Your back hurts when you stretch forwards. Now, I'm not a doctor, but my advice is don't do that. Hey, Whiskey Face, how you doing? One. You're stalking Nikki a bit? I'm doing alright. I'm tired. I'm hanging in there. It's been a day. Don't stretch forward yet. Only stretch backwards. Only bend over backwards if we have to. Is everything okay, Nikki? Do I need to be worried? Chiropractors, I miss going to chiropractor and get that crunchy back thing. Come on. He's cool. Okay, just making sure. I assume so, but I just have to wonder. Well, it's nice to have you over here. Do you like the dinosaurs crisis? Do you like crises? Crises? Do you like dinosaurs? Do you like redheads wearing skimpy caveman outfits? Thank you for the follow. Alright, now we have to go back to Rick and report that we tried to help but we didn't. You love it? Like, we have a lot in common. Now I'm gonna get in trouble, but I'm gonna get in trouble with the girlfriend. I should probably be like, do you want to cosplay as Regina?
Yes.
The mix would be apocalyptic. It's literally what I'm looking forward to when I move home. Now, if only I had a pet dinosaur. Although I like dogs that are like really chompy, kind of like dinosaurs. Like, I don't pick this costume because it is that. I just like the fact it changes her gun into a fish. Just to be clear, it's because her gun is a fish.
Personal lab. This could be a problem.
Also, we can all just appreciate some legs. Why not?
This vortex must be the side effect of the third energy experiment.
No. She is the top. She is like the #1 top 10 Kyoryu. She literally is. There goes his Spanish doubloon. He got that from a sea wreck.
Around this thing?
Either we find a way or we
Like,
both
why didn't he
end up
just
as
get a
Dino
golden
robots.
doubloon to toss into that vortex?
Okay, I'll pull up any relevant data on the computer.
Any relevant data?
Gina, you search around for any possible clues or leads.
Alright, here we go. So we're still needing to get a PV. The last thing that we got, or the one we got last time was segmented, so it don't matter. I might submit that just for Hex and Jekylls, but I'm not too worried because segmented doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. No one cares about the segmented board. Ooh. Back upstairs. You have a doggo? I want to see the doggo. Boop keeps like posting pictures of doggos that she sees for me, and I'm really appreciating it. We drank a bottle of whiskey and mojito cans. Dino Crisis? Wait, you're just now noticing what the game is? Dino Crisis is awesome. I'm not just saying that because I'm biased, because it has everything I like in the game. Oh, come on. Oh, why'd you turn around? It's a game like no one plays anymore. I've found 2 people on Twitch playing it, and that's how I started following them, but like they stopped playing it soon after. It's basically Resident Evil with dinosaurs, but a lot more frustrating. It's a game, it's one of those games where I'm like, if you're gonna play it, play with a guide. Zero 392. You DM them? Thank you, Mark. That's a good one. Rage or Andromeda? Ah, those are hard. Rage 1 or Rage 2? Just for the lizards? They're dinosaurs! Oh, we went back one. Alright, we're going to the last area soon. Rage 2. Maybe Rage 2, because Andromeda, you might just be disappointed in the fact that it's never going to go anywhere. I heard the gameplay in Rage 2 is really good. It's just more of like the, it's very open, empty world. Or empty, open world.
Sterilization is effective while in facility.
Andromeda, if I knew they were going to continue it, I would play it, but they're not going to. Because it'd be like, well, at least this next one might be better. But they're like, nah, it's done. No DLC. It's dead. It's dead, Jim. Hello. Ooh, no. Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've never played that. I've heard of it, I think. Go back. I can't wait for Borderlands to come out next year on a storefront I actually care about. We're going to the last area here soon. We have several cutscenes left, though. Key 1. Two. Mickey. Got that. Alright, now we're going to the last area. This used to be the most confusing area of the game for me. It's gotten a lot better since then.
Rick, I've located the
Rick.
main generator of the third energy.
Great.
I always have that with Dan's. I get a lot of Dan's in chat. It gets confusing when, like, I know one is Dan, another one's name is Dan, and then the other person's like, my name's also Dan. So then when I say Dan, everyone's like, which one do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, that was actually good. Oh, you got an Elgato. Nice. That's the good one. Do nothing to drink. It happens. Got that. The HD60S is really nice. That's what I use when I play console games and stuff. For this, I'm just using like display capture, or window capture rather. Bum bum. All right, so we have one more puzzle left, really. Like one more, like we have a couple more, but like one more I have to input numbers, and I'm mostly remembering all the puzzles now, which is the good thing for me. The only one I don't remember are the cranes, and then the second keycard one. The keycard one, I just kind of eyeball those, but you can do them in like 6 turns. I just need to practice those off stream at some point. That's what like the handheld version will be for me, so I can actually like practice that. What's my Discord? Just do ! Discord. There you go. It should work. If it doesn't work, let me know. Hey, Black Shotgun, how you doing? Can I shorten your name to Shotgun or Shoddy? Do either of those work for you? I don't mind saying the full thing. I don't know if there's a preferred name for you. I mean, I'm already dying in the humidity right now. I also look forward to actually having I'm looking forward to having central air. Central air is, it's the biggest sin in the world, but I cannot wait to have it. Don't move.
And what do you think you're doing?
Carving a name for myself in history.
So our splits are gonna end like 2 splits early because I
Open
messed
your
up
eyes,
earlier.
you freak.
Other
Your
than that,
precious
it should be
creation
okay.
is nothing more than another weapon to be misused.
Our in-game, this game tests in-game time, and that's what matters. Real time does not matter for this game at all.
It's too bad that it is wasted on one who is about to die.
I want that purple one. I want the purple one so bad. No, they don't. They do not. They do not have central air nor central heating.
Rick, our target
I have
is
a wall unit,
Report
and it
here
sucks.
immediately.
It smelled like
Sorry
mold
to
for about
interrupt your
2-3
lecture,
weeks.
Doc. You were saying...
It doesn't anymore. That or I got used to the
Yes,
smell, but it smelled like
I
mold for
was
2 to 3
saying,
weeks.
I discovered how the third energy
The
could
third
affect space
energy.
if it ran unchecked 3 years ago. I thought that the energy had the ability to transfer selective space to
Selective
an
space.
alternate time-space continuum.
Time
But I
space
was
continuum.
incorrect. The space was not transferred,
Brum,
it
brum,
was
brum,
exchanged.
brum,
To
brum,
put it in
brum,
terms
brum.
that even you can understand, third energy has the ability to replace a pocket in space
Archie was already doing
with
his thing.
one from a different time. What? Yes.
Gotta do stuff. Thank you for hanging
I
out,
came to
Whiskey.
these
Thank you for popping by.
conclusions
Thank you for those
following
biddies as
Stephen's
well.
final experiment.
Hope you have a good rest of your day.
You've seen the effects yourself. Those beasts were occupying the space this facility is located
You
on
have a wall
almost
unit.
65
Like, I mean, wall units are
million
nice.
years
It's just
ago.
like I prefer
Right.
central air.
So that's how those
And someone else paying the
dinosaurs
bills.
appeared in our time.
Precisely. And that is what I have done.
Uh-huh.
Like I have a
And how
fan
many
on right
people
now,
were
even though it's
sacrificed
killing me.
before you made this discovery?
Which I can't even feel it fully because it's on the other side of my monitor. I only can
The
feel it on my
numbers
legs, which are
quite
not hot at the moment.
irrelevant. Let's just say that there were many. Extraordinary deaths for ordinary men, don't you think?
What have you been up to this summer so far, Shotgun?
A god or a devil?
A god or
I don't
a devil?
care about that. Only my experiment.
Enough. Only one thing
Before your
matters at
computer
this
will not be
point.
warm. See,
The
it's
grand
nice in the
invention
winter
is
when you're like,
blocking
my
our
computer
escape.
heats up the room.
need to
And then
destroy
during
the
the
vortex.
summer, you're like, why does it heat up the room? I should get a
The
better
only way
cooling
to do
system.
that is to allow the generator's third energy levels to overload.
Do medical studies? Oh, you're going to med school?
Speaking, the third energy and the vortex will cancel each other out if they come in contact with one another. But there is one.
There is
small
one.
catch. If you cannot stop the generator's third energy overload, this entire region may be shifted to another point in the space.
This whole story is bananas, and I love it.
Then we'll just make sure to be somewhere
It doesn't
else
make any
when the
sense, but it
shift
makes more sense
happens.
Resident Evil.
No problem.
But we
Oh,
couldn't even
yours is the guinea
activate
pig. I mean,
device.
that works. Your doggo's now in Discord.
You're
Nice. I
missing
cannot
the
wait to see your
initializer
pupper.
and stabilizer,
You know what?
right?
Where are
I have a minute until I have to do anything. I want to see puppers. They make me happy. If you guys have pictures of
Calm down.
dogs, feel
They
free to
should be
spam them in my
stored in one
Discord in
of
the dog
security
section.
level A rooms
There's
on
too many
floor
cats.
B3.
Way too many cats.
Very good, Doc. Now you understand our situation.
Mark, get that
we
pupper.
live, you live.
Oh, here's a little... They're wearing little sweaters. They're wearing little sweaters.
Okay, I'm all set to whip up a program that will send us.
I haven't seen the video. I'm gonna want to watch that with sound on.
I'll keep an eye on the doctor.
You ran out of work at
Regina,
work, so you need
go
the money.
find those
Ah,
devices
gotcha.
and overload
Oh, do you
the
work
third
kind of like
energy.
commission based just when there's
Remember,
work?
they're in a security level A room.
I mean, as long as they're
B3.
enjoying it and it's not one of those you don't like
Whole floor's
go
crawling
too
with
overboard, I
dinosaurs,
guess.
including that T-Rex.
But I
Let's
honestly,
get
I
this
love
situation under control before
like
charging
putting.
off.
I have a sweater for my dog
Take
because
this.
they both get cold in the winter. They're small.
This
They're small.
contains the
Except for the
drive files
chonky
for
boy.
the initializer and
He got
stabilizer.
plump when I left. He's a
stumbled over
ballpark
them
Frank
while
now.
searching through the database. Fortunately, the room where the parts are stored is not
Which is
far.
funny because I didn't walk
We
them
should
that much
gather the parts
before I
and
left, but
assemble
now
the
they just got really
devices.
chonky.
Don't be ridiculous. Regina doesn't have the technical knowledge for that. We don't even know if all the right parts are there. We'd be better off simply trying to hunt down the completed devices.
It's too dangerous.
It's too
down there.
dangerous.
She
Okay,
won't make
so we're
it.
gonna make one of our
Good
last
call,
two
then.
decisions here soon.
You're
This
the
is
one who
one
has to
one of
do
them,
this.
and then
So
after
that's
this we
your
will start
choice.
siding with Rick.
Okay.
Alright, so now we go get the stabilizer and the initializer. We're going into the last bit of the game. This is the final stretch of the game. We have several chonky boys to run through after this point, so we just gotta hope for the best. It's really, like, we just have to hope for the best, because if we get hit, we're screwed. Here, I remember, I need to, like, push right at that point so I can remember to do that. Oh, you're up here this time. Usually you're further back. So, there's a T-Rex, not T-Rex, a raptor here now. They have Halloween costumes. My sister dressed up her dog Pip as, Jean-Luc Picard, and he was the tiniest captain. He was Jean-Luc Pipard, is what she called him. He's a little, like, rat terrier. What's he? Rat Mini Pinscher and Rat Terrier? He was a cute dog. He's, like, really old now. He's super gray and grumpy. He's got, like, 5 teeth left. Because he just... Ooh, ID card. Can you stop talking? 78814. Yay! Another one. Alright, now we'll go get the last thing. We need the stabilizer and initializer. That's the big thing we need. Those are the last 2 big things we need. And then we can, like, run away. Let's just hope for the best here. We have to run past some chonky boys 2 or 3 times as well. Alright, first pass of chonky boys is coming up. Let's hold our breaths and hope it works. See, I love doggos. They're my favorite animal. I also like rabbits, but not that many people have rabbits. Someone in Fangirl's Discord posts the rabbit all the time, and I love it. Also burbs. Burbs are cute, but I would never want one. They just seem like... I need a dog. I need like an animal like a dog. Horse is a little bit harder to have as a pet. Okay, we're good. used to have a I have a 760. It's old. Like, my whole PC is falling apart at the moment. I'm saving up to get a new one. I'm like, my cousin's helping me out. He works at AMD and he's giving me a couple parts. But then, like, all the rest of it, I need to, like, prepare myself. Or, like, find myself, not prepare. I'm getting stuck in my Japanese-isms. Why you, what do you is your boss behind you, Mark? Oh crap. Gina, go. What all do I need? I have a list. I thought I sent you my parts picker thing. I'll send it to you again. It's like storage, RAM, operating system, GPU may or may not be included. I don't know. It just depends on whether or not he has an extra one. I'm getting like leftover office stuff, which isn't that old. I kind of just threw some stuff on there. I don't know what I'm looking for. Power supply, hopefully I don't have to buy the super expensive one that he told me I needed. Because it just seemed excessive. He told me to get one that was like super high. I'm like, but like the suggested wattage on parts picker told me it was a lot lower. I have a parts picker thing. What's the super expensive one? I'll have to look. It's been a while since I've looked at it, just because I've had to like kind of put it off for the moment. Oh, leave me alone. Keep going. Come on. We're like in the home stretch. I'm sorry, I'm quiet again. I'm trying to concentrate. And going the wrong way, because I can't talk and move at the same time. On around the tail. This thing, like with this dinosaur here, it's kind of a pain. It just you can't like do the quick thing around. Also, I still don't know how he got down here. There's no way to understand how Jeffrey got down here. So everyone's like, he came by on his legs. I know he came by his own legs. Go. See, those chonky boys can heck off. And they're gonna follow me in here because they always follow me into this room. I think it's scripted. When you go to the elevator, they follow you. But like, you don't get hurt, but it's still annoying. Come on. Right downstairs. Now we'll set the initializer, the stabilizer, and then we can head out. You found it? Nice. Yeah, see, like, I don't know. A lot of those parts are on there just because I thought that's what I was supposed to get. Have I seen the Elden Ring one? I actually haven't seen the trailer of it. I just have heard about it. I'm interested because I did like Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne. I'll get it when it comes out as long as it's not like... Like, I'll probably play it. I want to play it. I still need to play Sekiro, but I haven't... I have it on PC. I need to change my PSU. Is it too expensive or is it not strong enough? Like, if you know one that's better, just tell me what to get. Honestly, it's like, I know I need to learn how to do this stuff, but just literally tell me what to get. It's too strong. See, he told me that's what I needed. That's what he told me I needed. I'm like, there's no way. Also, he seems to have like more of a vague understanding of like how computer parts work as far as like... Yeah, he told me I needed that. That's what he told me I needed. I don't know what he was expecting me to build out of that. Yeah, like the power supply is really strong, but like that's why I'm like I told him like everyone told me I don't need one this strong. Alright, set the initializer. I've opened up, get the initializer out. You have a dual PC set, or do you have like a dual graphics card set up? Because like the max wattage was like 300. See, I have one that's like 650 that I can bring home. I have like a new one that I haven't used before that's just like sitting in my apartment. Because when this PC died the first time, I thought it was the GPU, so I bought that because it was cheaper. Ended up being the motherboard. Oh, so he's kind of like future-proofed it. Alright, now time for the stabilizer. And then a long cutscene. I don't think we'll PB, but we'll get close. As long as I can, like, keep it up. Like, I'll send you the one I have. You can tell me whether or not I'll be okay. Like, I'll just keep that. I'll just bring it home with me. Because, like, if I go sell it to the electronics store here, the secondhand one, they're gonna give me 300 yen for it. I paid, like, 80 for it. That was also annoying to find out that it was not the GPU, and that I had to buy, or not the PSU, and I had to buy a, new motherboard. Especially for a computer which at that point was old, and I don't know where the dude bought the parts for it. You just told him, like, I want to do this, and you got that. Kind of how Kate's computer was set up. I wish I could get faster at, like, menuing. I'm sure that'll just come in time. There it go. Best one yet. I hope the current one would be your best one. I hope you didn't have, like, a better one in the past. Hey, Corn Cat, how you doing? It's good to see ya. Like, I need it to, like... I need it to not be more than I need, not too much extra than what I need. Because money is a factor. I mean, I'm going... Like, I'm gonna be, like, on a fixed amount of money that's left over from my job here, so I can't... And, like, whatever I get from Twitch.
Warning. Third energy output is approaching critical point. Cease
I have a
operating
650. I'm assuming that's still not enough. Dangar. I wish the time didn't go down during this cutscene. This cutscene's long.
Okay, Regina.
Oh, did you post food, Black Shotgun?
Here goes. Just remember there's no turning back once it overloads.
Once it overloads.
Crank that sucker.
Yeah, upgrade your GPU. We all do. Let's all upgrade our GPUs together.
Danger. Generator has surpassed safety parameters. Third energy overload in progress.
I have an AMD. Oh, Aaron. This song's also a banger. It slaps, is what the cool kids say. Alright, another long cutscene. It's like, if these cutscenes didn't take up time, we'd be so much more ahead. My PC currently has 2 gigabytes of video RAM on the card. It's not much. It's like just enough to play old games. I can play Fallout New Vegas at max settings. But I'm pretty sure my phone can too. I didn't build this computer. I literally didn't build this computer. I bought it from someone who was moving when I moved to Japan, because like, I really want a gaming PC. He's like, well, here's this one, and then like, I've had nothing but problems with it. I paid too much for it, because I mainly paid for the really nice processor at the time, and the dude's kind of a jerk. He won't take the stupid monitor back. He literally told me I had to give it back to him when I moved, and he will not take it back, so now I'm stuck with this. Like, he's just like, oh, just like, give it to someone else. No one wants it! He even told me, he's like, you're only getting this because I have nowhere to put it. I'm like, thanks? He's kind of an ass and everyone in my town loves him. That's the most infuriating thing. He's caused so many problems for my position and people in my job, my job in this town. Like, everyone that comes in constantly gets compared to him because he was the fun, quirky one. But he was he did so much obnoxious stuff. He also broke contract and left early and left me high and dry with the rest of his extra work. So I'm like still just pissed off at him. Like I did his extra work in town for 2 years. Everyone's like, oh, Tyler's so great. No, fuck him.
All right.
I don't usually get mad and use profanity, but really, screw that guy.
Good. Gail.
I just hope I'm
What happened to
appreciated
him?
at least
I don't know.
half as much as they seem to appreciate him for what little he did.
I'm gonna kill him.
I don't, like, that's one of the things I worry about the most, is that, like, I didn't actually have any impact here. I'm gonna be Pog Shad Boy for a minute. These long cutscenes make me sad. No, I did mention earlier, one of my students asked me today if I even liked their class, because they thought I didn't
All
like their
that's left is our
class.
escape.
It really shocked me. I'm like, of course I
Wait, what
do.
about Kirk?
Of course I like you
What
guys.
about him?
I wouldn't have
If the
stayed if I
Miracle was still
didn't.
alive at this point, forget about him.
Don't forget the mission. You're not here to
My
babysit.
youngest group of students that I work with, they were surprised. I'm like, I've been teaching you guys for 4 years. They're like, they'll look at each other like, I guess he has. I was like, just waiting for more of a reaction. They're like, yeah, you have. Kids, give me something. Give me a boost
You're
here.
insane. Don't you remember our situation? The third energy can't be controlled anymore. Staying here any longer is suicide.
It's suicide.
I know.
My students are funny. I will miss them. They're probably my favorite part of my job was anytime I interacted with them. They're you in a relationship.
Gail!
Thanks. That
Unimpressed
shit
and
don't
slightly
deserve it.
doubting.
Come on.
Do you even like me? Do they say nice things? That's not me. Like, they're funny. They're funny kids. Like, I even call them my kids. They're my students. The oldest ones that, like, the class where the kids asked me if I even liked them, they were the ones that seemed to be the saddest that I was leaving. Yeah, I'll be hanging out. I'm gonna be moving back to St. Louis, then moving to a new city after that, like a week later. So, like, that's why I really don't know what I'm doing yet work-wise until I get there. Yeah. Like, I don't know if the Japanese teachers refer to the students as their kids, but, like, they all, like, there's a very, like, parent-child relationship with students and teachers in Japan. Most teachers spend more time with their students than they do with their own families. And same for the students, they spend more time at school than they do with their families.
I'll take care of
It's only
the
6
fuel.
hours from you? Which
Looks like
direction?
This thing's powered by some type of nuclear energy. Here, put the fuel in this.
Alright, let's go get one nuclear energy. It's just, I mean, they go to school, like, I go to work at 8:05. I have to be there at 8:05. My students are there before me. I leave at 4 o'clock, my students leave after me. I'm to the west of you. You must be in, like, Colorado or something. Oh wait, to the west. No, you're in, like, Kentucky or something then. Ooh. Come on. Run back. Okay, so my timer is stopped because my splits are broken. Ignore it. What? Yeah, you're the closest to me, I think, Shotgun. To the west, you're east. I know, I'm blanking. I mean, technically, you're both, because eventually it just loops back around in the world.
Good enough?
Ahaha! Oh, that's not bad. Might still try and sell this. The PSU I think I'll take back with me because it's newer than the one I have my current PC, and I'm bringing this back so I can just replace it.
Right. Hold up, Regina.
Take this. Alright, now we have to fight Joffrey. Fight is in big air quotes. If we're lucky, we don't actually have to fight him. If our movement stays good, we will just time it out. You only have to make one pass on the circuit to complete this. Like, from start to finish, you have to make once around all these containers, and you have completed the game. I think this is the no weapon ending as well. I might learn no weapon. If I can get pretty high up on the boards for this, I'll learn no weapon.
Detected at port.
I'm sure the people
Lockdown in progress.
on the board are tired of me and my broken splits, though. I have an itch on my nose. Got him! Did it!
Mail.
Alright, what's our time?
The final report of Operation Dr. Kirk.
Operation
Features
Doctor.
names
We had like
Regina,
Wilma. How you doing, Nick?
Dr. Kirk. Status unknown.
Unknown.
Due to unforeseen elements of the area, we were unable to recapture Dr. Kirk. His survival.
Yeah, I love this costume for. I really think it's my good luck charm.
Gale.
Gale.
Status
Let me
alive.
pull up the board on my phone.
Gale did survive, but he is seriously injured and is currently recovering at our military medical facility.
Rick. Status.
What do you guys
alive.
think my time is gonna be?
Rick is currently
The clock
analyzing
stopped
the
at
data that was recovered from
23 and
Ivy's island.
17, but that's not correct.
Regina. Status alive.
As for myself, I'm ready to begin my next assignment.
Tom. Status deceased.
Tom.
Poor
was
Tom.
attacked and
F's in the
killed
chat
by
for
a giant
Tom.
reptile
Poor
that was
him.
inhabiting the island.
He was the best
He will
man.
be
He was the best person. He will be missed.
Status.
You need to play this? Definitely
We
do. I
lost
recommend a
contact
guide
with
for it
Cooper
though.
at the beginning of the mission, and have not heard from him since then.
Mission
Hey, stupid
complete.
twit, how you doing? Normal. No continues. 125, 10. We've moved up one spot. We're 16 seconds away from clearing another spot. We have moved up a rank.
Operation
58 minutes. This one, Dino Crisis 2 is a 58-minute one. We're 16 seconds from one more rank, but it's the next one up for me is 125.55. What was my time? Wait, sorry. It's 124.55 is one above me. How do I add a marker? What's the fastest time? 1:15.58. Well, we PB'd. That's PB without dying. I'm very happy. I'm okay with this. How much storage do I want? I want 2 terabytes at least. I could toast do it. I think I could. Let me see. I need split. No, reset. I hate the way the splits keep breaking. Yeah, 125.10. That's wrong.